Hello again. So this is just going to be kind of a summary of what we've gone through on the course, just a recap. Now, we've gone through and learned about the different UI elements for the WatchOS application. We've seen the structure of the project. So you have a WatchKit extension, you have a WatchKit app, you have an associated iOS app. And so once the user deploys their iOS app, if the Watch app is there, it will also get deployed. So it's not something we need to worry about. We've seen as well how to test for pairing of the Watch app, so we're not just trying to send data to the Watch app from the iOS app and then there's no Watch listening, for example. So we kind of save some resources and time when we get involved with that. We've seen as well when we're doing messaging how to check for reachability. So there's kind of a little bit of an additional step when it comes to doing messaging from the iOS app to the Watch and then from the Watch to the iOS app. Now we've seen too the kind of issues we can run into with the simulators. It's kind of fickle, but as we've seen, if you kind of follow a basic approach of maybe not running both at the same time in debug mode, that helps. Although the Watch sometimes just tends to get stuck, and that's kind of something that you just stop it, you start it again, it'll be okay. We've seen as well when we're doing code changes in the Watch, we need to push that out to the simulator if we want to run our iOS app and have the Watch pick up the newest code, but we're debugging on the iOS side. So the iOS side starts up in debug mode, and the Watch, we just click on the simulator and let it run. Again, there's only one running in debug mode. We've seen too how to do haptic feedback and also force touch. Now, we're kind of limited with haptic feedback because we are in a simulator. So we weren't able to actually hear it, what's happening with clicks, for example, or vibrations, although we've seen how to implement that code and to make it work. And on a real Watch, we could deploy it and then we would get the feedback. Unfortunately, right now, the simulator doesn't actually have that kind of feedback. So that's an overview of what we've done in this course. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've found it thorough, has given you a good grounding in WatchOS development. Thanks again, and good luck with your WatchOS development.